Good morning, everybody, from the Red Cliff Library. Hi, friends. So I'm super excited about today. We are going to make Oobleck, which is kind of a craft and a science experiment all in one. So I have all my ingredients ready. I have my cornstarch, which I got in here already. I have some different colors of food coloring. I have my spoons, and I have water ready. So, Oobleck, you remember our rhyme that I made up where it says, it flows like a liquid, it's hard like a solid. That's called a non-Newtonian, which is a really, really big word for something that is a liquid but can act like a solid. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'll explain before I get my hands all dirty. So a solid, like this little block right here, all those little particles are packed in close and tight to make it nice and hard. A liquid, all the little particles in a liquid are kind of loose and flowy. They're not cram-packed like that, which makes your liquids. So this stuff can be both at one time. So let's get into it. We're going to start with our water. I'm thinking I'm going to go blue because blue is my favorite. Add a little blue food coloring to that. Stir it up. Okay. And then we're just going to mix it into our cornstarch. Might need a little help. Cornstarch likes to poof. You notice I have my apron on because this can get a little messy. So I'm going to add some in, give it a stir. Add a little more in. And then we just start stirring it up. See if you can see me doing that. You gotta kind of work it a little bit. Okay. So I do have another one ready to go in a glass container. I was hoping you guys could see a little better with that one. So we will move on to that. That's all mixed up. It's blue. This one is green. So what should we start with our experiment? Let's see what happens when we just whack it with a spoon. Let's see how solid it is. Can you see that? It's not making its way through. But if I very slowly let the spoon just drop in there, it's going to go all the way down. Let's try something else. I brought along, I got some bouncy balls here. Little happy face bouncy ball. Let's see what the bouncy ball does on it. Oh, it didn't bounce. It's sinking right in there. Very slowly sinking in there. How about a light ping pong ball? Let's see what that does. Oh, it's hard sitting on the top, but not bouncing. This is what scientists do. They like to ask questions. Remember our story on Monday? They like to ask, what happens if I do this? Let's try this. How does that work? They like to ask all kinds of questions. Let's see what a little paperclip does. Did we totally lose our ball? Our ball's gone. Little paperclip, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to stick her in there. Yeah, that didn't take long to disappear. Okay, now let's get a little messy. I'm going to get my hands right in here. Grab a little scoop of this. I'm going to do it real quick. And watch this. If I put pressure and force against that, that makes all those little particles stay close together and look like a solid. So that looks like a ball, doesn't it? Watch when I stop. Yeah, it's turning into a liquid. pouring out of my hand. Let's try it again. Ugh, can I grab it? It's really fun stuff to play with. You can try all different kinds of things at home with it. So, rolling it into a ball and putting that pressure on it, force on it. I'm going to drop it on the plate. And look at it run down. So it was a solid in my hand as I was rolling it, but as soon as you stop, all of those particles relax and it turns into a liquid. Pretty fun stuff. Do I have anything else to play with in here? I think I used all mine. I got a little block. You can see what the block does. Ugh. That one just kind of sits on top. But if I let it just rest, it'll very slowly sink in. Okay. So let's go one more time. Oh, I can see my pink ball in there. Roll it, roll it. Now we're gonna say thanks for joining me for our Oobleck science experiment. I got all kinds of books behind me. If you like these little ideas, this kitchen one is super fun. All kinds of little experiments you can do with stuff that's just sitting in your kitchen, like this one. Okay. Bye, friends.